The scientific evidence on climate change and risks is unequivocal. And it's not only a crisis that's affecting one part of our system. Entire systems are actually going to collapse because of the risks that climate change poses. We need radical change now. We can't be thinking about incremental change. We also know that adaptation action is increasing. The IPCC report clearly showed us that all countries across the globe demonstrating progress on adaptation intention as well as implementation. It is insufficient and it's usually sector and hazard specific, which means that we are not thinking of systemic transformational solutions. And of course, we're not adapting fast enough. There's an adaptation gap. The gaps also are largest among those who are the most marginal and part of the lowest income categories in our countries. And also under higher warming, adaptation gaps are expected to increase. Compared to 2022, there's been a decrease in adaptation funding across 3 funders. The 5-year average growth rate of new adaptation funding has turned negative for the first time. In any case, we had inadequate funding, and now if we're seeing a decline, health adaptation only gets 1% of all adaptation finance. And in the adaptation fund, it's completely absent. This is, of course, extremely concerning because apart from hits on agricultural productivity or marine ecosystems, you've actually got impacts on human health. That's one of the ways that climate risks are so visible and experienced, and yet we don't have funding coming in the same way on health. We know that we are at 1.4 degrees average global warming, so the imperative to adapt is clear, but progress on adaptation is not keeping up with this rising climate.